Hi guys, today I will be showing you how to set up VPC pairing between two VPCs in the same region in the same AWS account. There are several use cases for wanting to have VPC pairing between two VPCs in the same region in the same AWS account. Say you have completely isolated networks with resources created in each of the VPCs, and you want them to be able to talk to each other without having to go through the open internet and back. The communication can be done securely within the VPCs using a VPC pairing without any outbound internet connection. So we'll start off by creating a VPC. We are going to create two VPCs. So we'll start off by creating the first VPC. We can just give it a name, VPC1. Give it a CIDR block. I'll say 10.0.0.0/24, and then make the default no IPv6, one IPv4, and then we create a VPC. Then we create subnets. So over here we create one subnet. So say VPC1. Let's name it a public subnet because we will be SSHing into the EC2 instance that will be created in this VPC subnet. Let's choose our VPC1. We'll give it a CIDR block range of 10.0.1.0, and then we give it the /26. Still within the same VPC CIDR block. So let's create, and now we need to sort of edit the subnet so that it can have auto assigned IP address for the EC2 instances that will be launched in this subnet. So yeah, we'll put this, and then we save. Then we go to route table. I will create a route table. Say we name it VPC1 public route table. Select the VPC ID on the VPC we've just created. Let's go into this route table and then add routes. Before we actually do this, let's add an internet gateway that's going to allow us to be able to make an SSH connection from the internet into this VPC. So I'm just going to create a VPC1 internet gateway. Okay, so we've created this internet gateway. It's detached, so we have to attach it to our VPC. Good, we attached it to. Let's go back to our route table, and then we create routes for this route table. So we add the destination as 0.0.0/0, which is from anywhere on the internet, and then we select our internet gateway that we've just created, and then we save. Good. So now we need to associate the subnet that we created earlier with this route table. So let's add this VPC subnet. This is the subnet that we created a few minutes ago or seconds ago, and good, we have our subnet, so our route table is there. Let's go over to this side. So I've sort of divided the window to have two browsers just so it's easier to navigate. So here we'll create the VPC2. Let's give it a CIDR block that's different, so there's not going to be an overlap between the two VPCs. It's always a problem in AWS and it's not recommended. So we give it 10.0.2.0/24, no IPv6 CIDR block, create. And yeah, we'll do the same thing here as well. We'll create a subnet. So this time around, I'm going to create a private subnet, VPC2 private subnet. select VPC2. Let's give it a CIDR block of 10.0, 10.0.2.0, and 0.2.0/26. Good. We have our subnet created, and then we don't need an internet gateway because we want this VPC2 to be a private VPC. It's not going to be allow connections from the internet. So yeah, let's create a route. It's going to use the default route table anyway, so we don't actually need that. And yes, let's look at the subnet. This is the route. Yeah, sort of default internet default route table, but might as well just create one just so it's clear. VPC2 private route table. I'll select the VPC2, create, and then we go to the subnet for VPC2. Just gonna close this so it's easier to see which VPC we're working with. And yeah, we edit the route table, select the VPC2 route table, and we save. Good. We need to edit the routes on the VPC2's route table. It's fine actually the way it is right now. As you can see, let me just show you the difference between the two. So the reason why this is public is because it has an internet gateway. This is the VPC1 public subnet, public route table, sorry. It's got a route to the internet using the internet gateway, and the destination is the open internet, anywhere on the internet. And then this is the private subnet. It doesn't have an internet gateway. Good. So now we'll move over to creating a VPC pairing between these two VPCs that we've just created. So yeah, okay, VPC1 paired with VPC2. This is the requester. So when you're creating a VPC pairing, there has to be a requester and there has to be an acceptor on the other side. So VPC1 is going to be the requester. So it's going to initiate a request for it to be able to make a pairing with another VPC, which we are going to select in a moment. So yeah, the default is still in the same account. It's possible for us to be able to create a VPC pairing between two VPCs in different AWS accounts. When in this walkthrough, we're going to be using a VPC pairing between two VPCs in the same AWS account in the same region, which is North Virginia. So yeah, this is the acceptor. This is the requester is the VPC1 and the acceptor is VPC2. Good. As you can see, the CIDR blocks are different, so there's not going to be any overlap. So we create a VPC2, create VPC pairing, and then we'll go over to VPC2 because there's a request has been made to create a VPC pairing between VPC1 and 2. The requester, which is VPC1, has made a request, so we have to accept it on the acceptors VPC side, and then I'm just going to accept this VPC pairing, and that's it. It's active. Thank you for watching. If you like what my channel is about and you enjoy my content, please click the subscribe button and click the like button. Thank you very much.